Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 16 on my Let's Play series. Today we are going to be working on the witch farm and start getting some redstone drops above our heads here, so let's get it going. Alright, so as you can probably tell, I am very excited for this episode because it has been a long time in the making. This entire perimeter was based around this farm. Yes, we're going to build other things here, but this was number one. This was what we were set to work on and the entire reason why we dug this massive hole. So I really want to get started on this. The beginning of this is really just laying a ton of glass down. This is basically a giant fall chamber for the witches, so I have to build up about 30 blocks. I showed you the farm in the last episode. If you haven't had a chance to watch that one yet, I would watch that one first because I show the farm and I sort of explain how it works. I'm not going to go over that in detail in this episode. I'm just going to be building and then testing it out. So yeah, if you didn't see that one, I would suggest going back and watching it first. But other than that, I am ready to start building this farm, which means we are going to be doing our third-person time-lapse very early in this episode, and it's going to be exciting. I don't know if I'm going to finish this all in one go, in one time-lapse, but I am going to try. So let's get it going. back, and as you can see behind me, the farm is now working and producing witches and drops. So the next thing that we need to really worry about, because all the drops are going up here, is our storage. So we know that this farm produces... Oh wow, look at this. This is just from the time building and in between finishing and... Oh goodness. And right now, so there's probably actually things despawning in there. So we know that this farm drops 7 different items, and I want them here in order. So first box, I don't really want the first one to be sticks. I want it to be redstone. There it is. Okay, redstone. And then the next thing that we care about is glowstone, I'm hoping for. There we go, glowstone. And then, what's the next best drop? Let's go with gunpowder. Oh, wow. Perfect. Okay, and then what else do we have? Sticks I want to be last. Glass bottles I don't really care about. Sugar. Let's do spider eyes. And then let's do sugar. And then let's do glass bottles. And then let's do sticks. And then don't do that while we're in there. That would be a disaster. Look at that. And now all the items that shoot past here should go into the system. Now we're too high here to AFK for this farm because we will have mobs despawning before they hit the kill platform, so we won't see a lot of drops while we're up here, but we should be able to... Right, none of these are going to have enough to fill up the filters yet. So what we need to do is now calculate the distance for AFKing from this farm and make ourselves a little platform out of some of our hopefully leftover black glass and pillar block. That's fine. So our ideal distance from this farm is 24 blocks above the topmost platform, and there's 2 blocks above the topmost platform to the top of the enclosure that makes the entire thing dark. So I should have to go up 22 blocks from the center of the roof, and that will make an ideal platform. So we just have to... Yeah, I knew that this was going to be a problem because I don't have... Yeah, okay. So let's just make sure that we're in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5th block in that direction, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and there. So there. So that is the center. We want to be 22 blocks up from there. Now we just have to get on top of that block, and I don't have any slabs on me, so that's annoying. Just gotta land on it. Excellent. So we want to be 22 blocks up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24. And then we will make ourselves an AFK place. So the only thing that we really need out of this AFK place is a box where we are that phantoms cannot spawn. So all we need for phantoms not to be able to spawn, I believe, is a solid block above our heads. So we will make a glass box and then a solid block roof with slabs on top of it, just so that nothing can spawn above us and we keep the ideal rates for the witch farm. So I'm going to grab some slabs and some blocks and head back up there. Okay, so I've made a little glass house with somewhere to land, and now I am just going to throw a super simple roof on this. I'm not too worried about this looking pretty. It is in our industrial area now, and not that worried about it. I'm mostly worried about the efficiency of the farm, which we're going to check in just a minute. And let's just get this finished up. We just have to make sure that nothing here can spawn mobs. So let's get some slabs now and slab this off with bottom slabs. A little bit of random action. Get the texture that we want. Always want texture. Things are more interesting that way. And that. Even though it's going to look like a terrible, ugly box. And there we go. So nothing can spawn here. This is our ideal place to AFK for the farm. And that means that while we're standing there, this should be cranking out witches, which is great. So you see them falling down, drops getting picked up, and drops getting shot out. And then we just want to make sure that nothing is getting caught anywhere. We checked with the glass in the last episode, but just want to double check here. Make sure nothing's getting caught. No, everything looks good there. All right, let's see how we're doing. Do we have anything coming through here yet? It doesn't look like it. Nothing. It's just because it's been only a couple minutes since the farm has really been active, but we can check up here. Look at that, 26 redstone, 11 glowstone, gunpowder, spider eyes, sugar, glass bottles, and yeah, sticks are about to come through. So the farm is working 100%. Now it is time to test how fast it is. So what I think I'm going to do is, this farm is supposed to produce about 4,500 blocks, or 4,500 drops an hour. So I think the best way to test that is to AFK for 1 hour in this little box, make sure that nothing spawns, and I will do this in the form of a little time lapse so that you can see all of the witches falling. So let's get it going. Okay, that is 1 hour. Let's just go down here and check and make sure nothing is gone wrong with the farm. No, everything looks good. Everything looks good down here. All right, so let's just head up and check and see what we got in that hour. Okay, let's take a look. We have almost 3 stacks of redstone, glowstone, gunpowder, spider eyes, sugar, glass bottles, and ooh, almost 5 stacks of sticks. I know that they drop more often. I think twice as often sticks drop. So that seems a little bit low for drops. I'm going to do a little bit of math and see how low that is. Okay, so taking into account that we did still have to fill the filters up at the top, this is still really low. That's about 2,000 items an hour, which is not at all what we want. We want, well, close to double that at least. So I don't know what is going on down here. I don't know if it's like something to do with local difficulty. I don't know if it's to do with the placement of the farm and everything. Like, you can see that all of this works. Don't see any broken bits in the farm. You can see all of the tripwires work, so none of that is wrong. The only thing that I can think of is maybe I put this platform just a little bit too low. So I don't know. I'm going to try and move this platform up. What did I put this at? 24. So I'm going to move this up to 32. So I'm going to move this up about 8 blocks, and then I guess I'll try again for an hour, empty out those things first. Let's see if that'll make any difference. Okay, so I've checked over the farm and I cannot see anything wrong with it. I have moved my AFK spot up. I don't think that's going to make a difference. I broke my portal just because I was thinking maybe some piglins had spawned and that was killing the rates of the farm, because any mobs really kills the rate of these farm. So I have emptied these chests and I'm just gonna try again. I mean, there's really nothing else that I can do but trial and error this until I find the issue with it, and who knows, maybe it's just slow. I know that there's issues with the generation of the bounding boxes of witch farms sometimes, so that might have something to do with it, but I'm gonna give it one more hour and see if it fixes the problem. All right, so we spent one more hour AFKing just to see, and it looks pretty much exactly the same. So there's definitely something wrong, because this is last time, and it's almost exactly the same. Last time it was 5 stacks and 22 sticks. This time it's 5 stacks and 47. So it's ever so slightly more on that one and different on others. 64, 64, 15 redstone. We had some of my redstone is in there, so that's not totally accurate. I think it might even be less in some things, because there's like more than 2 stacks of glowstone. Yeah, it's kind of random, and it is still only half of what we should be getting out of that farm down there, this massive witch farm. So there's definitely something wrong. I'm not sure what it is, if it's a lighting thing or what, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I think I will do that in between episodes. This is a big episode already for today. Built up this entire farm and got it totally working. Did a bunch of AFKing. We have now a steady source of redstone, even if it is not the fastest at the moment. But we will fix that. But thank you so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, make sure that you do that. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.